Hi, I'm Swoszowski. I'm head of AI R&D at Grape Up. I would like to talk today about how AI technology can help improve claims handling process and reduce claims adjustment costs, especially in the area of virtual inspection. If we look at the claims adjustment domain from a high-level perspective, we will surely notice it is a very complex set of elements: processes, data, activities, documents, systems, and many others, all depending on each other. There are many people who are involved in the process, and in many cases, they struggle with a lot of inefficiency in their daily work. This is exactly where AI comes to help. AI-based solutions and mechanisms can automate, simplify, and speed up many parts of the claims adjustment process, and eventually reduce overall adjustment costs. So let's look at the claim adjustment process in more detail. There are multiple steps on the way. When an event that causes a loss for the customer occurs, the customer notifies the insurance company about the loss and files a claim. Then the company needs to gather all the information and documentation to understand the circumstances, assess the situation, and eventually be able to validate their responsibility and estimate the loss value. Finally, the decision needs to be made, and appropriate parties, including the customer, need to be notified about the result of the process. At each step of this process, AI can not only introduce improvements and optimizations, but also enable new possibilities and create additional value for the customer. Let me describe a few examples of potential AI application to claim adjustment process in more detail. The incoming correspondence related to claims is very often wrongly addressed. Statistics show that on average 35% of messages is incorrectly addressed. For example, they are sent to a generic corporate inbox, to some other person, or sometimes even to entirely different department. That causes a lot of confusion and requires time to reroute the message to the correct place so that it can be appropriately processed. AI can be very helpful in this scenario. An algorithm can analyze the subject and the content of the message, look for keywords such as claim ID, name of the customer, policy number, and then automatically reroute the message to the correct recipient. What is more, the algorithm can analyze the context and detect if it is a new claim report or just a missing attachment that should be added to an already filed claim. Such a solution can significantly improve the effectiveness and speed up the process. The automation of processing of incoming documents and messages could be taken one step further. What if we used an AI algorithm to analyze the content of the message? A claim report can be sent using an official form, but also it can be sent as a plain email message, or even as a scanned paper document. The solution could analyze the document and extract the key information about the claim so that it can be automatically added to the claim registry system. Simultaneously, the algorithm could check if all the needed data, documents, and attachments are provided, and if not, notify the reporter appropriately. In a traditional approach, this part is often manual and thus takes a lot of time. Introducing an AI-based mechanism, he could drastically reduce the amount of manual work, especially in case of well-defined and repeatable cases. For example, car insurance claims. Appraisal of the filed claim and verification of reported damage is another lengthy step in the claim adjustment process. The adjuster needs to verify if the reported damage is true and if the reported case includes those that occurred previously. Computer vision techniques can be used here to automate and speed up the process, for example, by analyzing pictures of the car taken by the customer after the accident, or analyzing satellite or aerial photos of a house in case of property insurance. AI-driven verification can also help identify fraudulent operations and recognize costs that are not related to the filed claim. In some cases, invoices presented for reimbursement include items or services which should not be there, or which cost is calculated using too high rates. AI can help compare the presented invoices with estimated costs and indicate inflated rates or excess costs in case of a medical treatment or hospital stay. Similarly, the algorithm can verify whether the car repair costs are calculated correctly by analyzing the reported damage and comparing an average rate for corresponding repair services with the presented rate. Such automated verification helps flag potentially fraudulent situations and saves adjusters time, letting them focus only on those unclear cases rather than analyze each one manually. I would like to show you one more example, a real-life example, which is even more relevant considering the current COVID situation. Digital services and products are becoming now much more important for all the industries. Providing policyholders with a capability to effectively use online channels and virtual services is essential for the insurance industry as well. One of our customers wanted to speed up the processing of claims reported through their mobile application. Before, 8% of claims reported through their mobile app were rejected due to the bad quality of VIN number images. Adjusters had problems with deciphering the VIN number and had to request the same information from the customer over and over again. The whole process was unnecessarily prolonged and frustrating for the policyholders. By introducing a custom machine learning model trained specifically for VIN number recognition instead of a generic cloud service, our customer increased VIN extraction accuracy from 60 to 90%, saving on average an hour and a half per day per each adjuster. Previously rejected claims can now be processed quicker and without asking policyholders for the information they already provided, resulting in increased NPS and overall customer satisfaction. Those are just few examples of how AI can improve claims handling. If you would like to know more about leveraging AI technologies throughout the insurance value chain, I warmly invite you to come to our virtual booth here at Connected Claims Virtual Conference and also visit our website, grapeup.com. Thank you very much for your time.